Welcome to the Industry Express channel from Made-in-China.com. Today we'll lead you to go through the insights and trends of electric vehicle chargers. Let's get started with a brief introduction of charging equipment. Charging equipment for EVs is classified by the rate at which the batteries are charged. Charging times vary based on how depleted the battery is, how much energy it holds, the type of battery, the vehicle's internal charger capacity, and the type of charging equipment. The charging time can range from less than 20 minutes using DC fast chargers to 20 hours or more using level 1 chargers, depending on these and other factors. When choosing equipment for a specific application, many factors such as networking, payment capabilities, and operation and maintenance should be considered. While most of the charging demand is currently met by home charging, publicly accessible chargers are increasingly needed in order to provide the same level of convenience and accessibility as for refueling conventional vehicles. In dense urban areas in particular, where access to home charging is more limited, public charging infrastructure is a key enabler for EVs adoption. At the end of 2023, there were 4 million public charging points worldwide, more than 900,000 of which were installed in 2023, about a 55% increase on 2020 to stock, and comparable to the pre-pandemic growth rate of 50% between 2015 and 2019. Globally, more than 600,000 public slow charging points were installed in 2023, 360,000 of which were in China, bringing the stock of slow chargers in the country to more than 1 million. At the end of 2023, China was home to more than half of the global stock of public slow chargers. Publicly accessible fast chargers, especially those located along motorways, enable longer journeys and can address range anxiety, a barrier to EV adoption. Like slow chargers, public fast chargers also provide charging solutions to consumers who do not have reliable access to private charging, thereby encouraging EV adoption across wider swaths of the population. Deployment of public charging infrastructure in anticipation of growth in EV sales is critical for widespread EV adoption. In general, as the stock share of battery electric LEVs increases, the charging point per BEV ratio decreases. Growth in EV sales can only be sustained if charging demand is met by accessible and affordable infrastructure, either through private charging in homes or at work, or publicly accessible charging stations. Perhaps more important than the number of public chargers available is the total public charging power capacity per EV, given that fast chargers can serve more EVs than slow chargers. The European Union's provisional agreement on the AFIR includes requirements for the total power capacity to be provided based on the size of the registered fleet. Globally, the average public charging power capacity per electric LEVs is around 2.4 kilowatt per EV. In the European Union, the ratio is lower, with an average around 1.2 kilowatt per EV. Korea has the highest ratio at 7 kilowatt per EV, even with 90% of public chargers being slow chargers. Now let's talk a bit about EV market trends in 2024. First, in 2020, the EV market share of US light-duty vehicle sales was 2.5%. And last year, after Q3 year-to-date, market share was 9.8%. This growth is remarkable and follows the trajectories in other parts of the world. Second, this is also the year that we will begin to see a migration to the North American charging standard for electric vehicle charging plugs. Tesla has been leading the way in DCFC, and their supercharging network is by far the biggest, most reliable, and easiest to use. Third, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency released their latest automotive trends report in December 2023, which highlights that the fleet average miles per gallon increased 0.6 year-over-year to 26 mpg in 2022. Fourth, medium and heavy-duty trucks only make up 3.7% of U.S. highway vehicles, but they produce nearly 30% of on-road vehicle emissions. Medium and heavy-duty trucking is also starting to electrify, which is an exciting development. Last but not least, are you still wondering if you should wait on buying or leasing an EV to see if breakthrough battery technology is right around the corner? The answer to this question is simply no, because there will not be such a breakthrough. During past 15 years, there have been a myriad of promises of a new battery tech that will make other technologies obsolete, and none of those have turned out to be true. We also select one of our reliable suppliers for you from Made-in-China.com. Founded in 2016, soaring Electricity Technology Company Limited is a high-tech enterprise producing AC and DC charging pile products. With independent intellectual property rights and invention patents, the whole series of products have third-party authoritative certification authority certificates, and the company has passed ISO 90001, ISO 1 for 001, ISO for 50001, and other system certifications. That's all for today's sharing. This is the Industry Express channel from Made-in-China.com, and see you next time.